People like politics. They want to prove to people how much power they have. How much power do we have? Do we have to let somebody know that the intention that we give them, does it cause them to be hurt? Does it cause them to know that we have them controlled? Because when I deal with people who have intentions, they always want to give that energy of hostileness. But the way how I deal with it, sometimes I walk away. Sometimes I do confront. But is that all necessary? Do we need to prove to people who we are or who we're not? It's so hard to go around proving to everybody how wrong they are, how misunderstood we are. But the thing is, we can't. That's out of our hands. And what's out of our hands is the reaction of people. And when people give their reaction to, in their own perspective of who we are, what's the point of worrying about how much we have to show them of who we're not? I understand that when it comes to bosses, when it comes to people or families, they want to prove to us that we're not all that, or maybe they're not all that. But is that up to us to tell them that that we are just mistaken to the point where we can't figure out what's in our spiritual wellness? What do we hide every single day? What do they know what we do every single day? Sometimes when we get confused with people, when they get confused with us, is it so hard for them to know what's our true side and what's our fake side? What is the point of telling people of who we're supposed to be in their perspective? Is that the way how we're supposed to live? Is that the way how you're supposed to live? Because the more we live a life like that, it's going to be nothing but disappointments. Are we going to be driven by insanity? Are we going to be driven by the resentful ways of mankind, such as the evil leaders, the dictators? People have that type of ego as much as they do as well, and they live around us, they work around us, they coexist around us all the time. But what is the secret to overcome that type of evilness? Because after all, the spirit behind it is pretty much called pride. And when pride takes over somebody, they're going to have somebody else be more prideful towards them. And after that, it's going to be the next thing over and over again. Someone who's more prideful over and over again. But what kind of person are you? Are you the type of prideful person? Are you the type of one who tries to be patient when somebody tries to mock you, when somebody tries to intimidate you? Are you the one who holds back? And let me tell you something, when you hold back, the world's going to tell you that you're a pushover, is that you're a coward. And that's not really true. What's true is that the world is so used to people being corrupted with their own desires, with their own hearts, which is control, which is power. They want to be seen the most, they want to be heard the most. Are you one of those people? Because if you are, let me tell you something. We are seen. You are seen. And it doesn't matter how much you speak. It doesn't matter how loud you are. Because after all of it, it's not going to matter. And the reason why is because the work behind it, the trouble behind it. When we try to prove to people who we are, it's going to get to the point where it's just going to be nonstop trouble, nonstop resentment, nonstop pleasing. And we need to know how to let that go. We need to know how to let people know of who we truly are, of how we were created to be, such as heavenly before the universe creation. And when we let our divine self be the true selves of who we are, that's the key to show people the peaceful side. As long as you show your true self, without the pride, without anything, without trying to prove people that they're wrong about you, the only way for you to do that is truly be yourself, which is your divineness, your heavenly divineness, the type of person and spirit that you were created to be. And there's nothing wrong with that. And once you show that, that can also set others free. It sets you free. It sets everybody else free. And that's what true leadership is. Everybody can call to be in that type of leader position, But the thing is, they're deceived by the tactics of other people, the way how they think leadership is. Control, desire, narcissism, the lustful temptations when it comes to the enviness. But all that can be broken, and it's possible. And it all starts with truly being your true self, which is whether if you're somebody who's patient, quiet, kind, that's what a true leader is. Whether if someone who thinks, oh, I'm not this, I'm not that, well, guess what? A lot of leaders who were called to be that, they didn't think themselves that highly either. Because it all starts with being yourself, and that is humbleness. When we exalt ourselves, we will be humble, but those who are humbled, those will be exalted. And that's the key to breaking the narcissism traits of people trying to bring towards you, is that you are your true self. And when that happens, the people who are narcissism, the people who want to take control, when the time comes, and it will, it's gonna be revealed to the point where they're gonna be exposed. And once they're exposed, they're not gonna know what to do. And we'll all leave it into his hands, who is Jesus Christ. So we must be humble. And when we're humble, we must show people that pride will always come down destruction. It will always be destroyed. So we must be our true selves no matter what. No matter who gives you that energy at work or your family, no matter who gives you that falseness of who you're not. Always be yourself. You can stand up for yourself just by being yourself, by being quiet and everything. A wise man has always done that. Always be yourself, and that's the type of way how David defeated Goliath. That's the type of way how we defeat giants, is that we are just ourselves. We're not trying to overcome our confidence, our pride, our enviness, or anything, controlliness. We're not trying to overcome theirs, because if anything, we're being sunk into the ink as well within them. So it all comes down to being soft. It's not a weakness. It's a learning spiritual technique of a strategy that can help you benefit your well-being. And that breaks it out of the cycle of how the world wants you to see yourself, which is pride, and which is not the answer. But what's outside of the world is forever. And when we believe that there is a forever of eternity, then where do you come from? Is it true that you're from that eternity? And if so, what does it matter what this world thinks? After all, time is short. And the thing is, when we allow Jesus Christ to teach us how to be patient, that's when we overcome people's Goliaths, their pride, their giants to go down. So we must be yourself, no matter what. In Jesus' name.